right, happy week 4, part 2. We're going to get into the compare and contrast of my two personal aesthetic pieces I chose. They're down below down here. You'll see them. There's George Caleb Bingham, Fur Traders Descending the Missouri, and then I did Jacques Louis David, The Oath of Horati. I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So when you look at both of these, some of the similarities I found was the balance. I put each piece out of a good balance of color and shadowing. Things that are important are seen in this piece. If you look at the Fur Traders, you'll obviously see that it's kind of highlighted with the two gentlemen on the boat, and you have the cat, and you can tell they're just kind of the centerpieces of the whole thing just by the way the balance of the painting went. On the other one, you'll see that so the Oath of Horati is about 3 cousins, and then the 4th cousin's the one they're trying to get him to fight the war. But you'll see the 4th cousin, the one they went to fight the war, he's in the color and just the shadowing just kind of draws you right to it when you look at that painting. You'll instantly, that's the first thing you see. That's what I noticed when I was kind of skimming through. That was like the first thing I noticed. So the balance on that was good. And then the color for similarities, both of them kind of have a softer shades of color. There's nothing really super bright that pops out like, wow, you know. So color was the other thing. Texture, and I thought both pieces had kind of a softer texture to them. Nothing really wild or crazy on them. They're just, you know, kind of a softer, something, you know, kind of more relaxing to look at. Differences I found, first one was space. In the Fur Traders, the sky and background kind of give a calm feeling. And then in the Oath, the buildings and the show just the way the buildings were painted. You could tell this was set somewhere where there was something of importance getting ready to happen. You could see, you know, the pillars and everything else was obviously in ancient Rome, and they were in an important place where this was all going down, and it just showed that versus, you know, the calm, nice, relaxing water, sky. The space was just different in there. The focus was the next one I had. On the Fur Trader one, you kind of just want to enjoy the whole piece. You just kind of look at the whole thing and enjoy it. On the other one, you're more drawn to the main figure, and it's kind of due to the coloring of his robe, I felt, and the way his arms are, and you know, you can almost do a line with that, how they're reaching up, kind of drew me to that, and that was definitely different than looking at the Fur Traders. Then Variety was the other one. The Fur Trader is obviously a more relaxing piece to look at, while the Oath gives you the feeling something major is about to happen. And that was definitely one of the big differences for me, was just the variety of the scenes that are set. You could see the Fur Traders were calm and relaxed, just floating on their boat. And the other ones, you have the 3 cousins presenting the swords to the other cousin getting to fight. You have the women weeping in the background because they knew they were all going to war and whether or not they'd be coming back. So the variety of each scene was definitely a big difference for me. Anyway, that was what I had for my compare and contrast. I look forward to reading and seeing what everybody else had, and I hope everybody has a good week. Thanks. Bye.